Good morning, comrades. Today is Saturday, the 13th of July, 2024. This is now Comrade Eunice Atolu Conte. As always, I can start my audio. I can like for remind the people of that country, they say, me on Tolu, not to politician, like, at the APC party, and my country is Sierra Leone. Now, like, I also like for continue again, for remind Sierra Leoneans and say, we for stop for idolize politicians. Politicians then are the servants of we. And we give them job. And we give them that mandate for work for we. The sooner we realize that, the better it will be for that country and the country in development. Today, before I get into my message, I want to remind folks and see when Sierra Leone will go through the senseless war, at the end of it all, what to make we acquire peace in that country because people then begin to speak the truth. When people then begin to speak the truth, that they will be able to reconcile with differences. And majority of people will offend others, then begin to apologize. And we forgive each other, and that make we forge ahead. The reason why I start this audio this way is APC. If we not begin talk the truth inside APC, and if we not begin hold we leaders them accountable inside this APC, I'm afraid we'll just go sink further and further. Today I will talk about the so-called Judge Kate Sullivan. And after today I put that issue to rest because there will be no more to talk about. Because the woman herself is not the judge. So comrades all, the last time I talked about Kate Sullivan, what telling us not to judge. Most of you radio do them, radio talk shows, people will go there but way clueless of what I talk about. Piggy makes senseless attack. Then they talk within them feel for talk. As always, media always is talk about fact. And me no need for prove a point. Because with me the talk, I know say is 100% factual. So I don't need to respond to anybody as much as when I see that they always respond to me for gaining relevance. So let me dive into Kate Sullivan. Who is she? Kate Sullivan, na election and expert. Matter of fact, he may work in Sierra Leone during the 2018 election. After the Kenyan judge was returned back by the tripartite team, Kate Sullivan was hired by UNDP and defeat. And not one game in submitting in CV. Now 9 of them may submit the CV for can work at Salonde. But because he get past experience, he don't work in Sierra Leone. She became one of the favorite candidates with them in hire. So she came in as an employee. The tripartite team, now then I'm the employer. So she has no bearing into decision making. Matter of fact, she was even taking orders from the tripartite team, both the APC and the SLPP. She was paid to do a job. So she came in as a secretary. So the way they argue say the woman a judge, he gave for Kangi the results this Monday, he can't pass judgment and he can't remove Mother Bio. That is very, very untrue. Matter of fact, Kate left Salon before the final submission of that documentation, so the tripartite turning. He not be the Salon itself again. He may not left the country. He don't return back in Australia. I will give you a similar example. In as much as I hate for being come up, because me get to do with my daddy young presidency. I just want to let Salon people understand, so I go further today for break and down. During the removal of Sam Sumana under the APC tenure, President Komar in government. JFK, anybody can agree with me, one of the best renowned lawyers right now in Sierra Leone, after Abdullah Conte. Now will be Attorney General and Chief Justice. When a member in the first way tell the entire ECOWAS court, this is not ECOWAS court, the ECOWAS court, now JFK me tell say they not get no jurisdiction for Canas alone. After the Supreme Court not make a judgment for come back and replace Sam as VP. Now remember that's quite well. So if the ECOWAS as a court, let me get that jurisdiction for come and replace Sam. Would it make anyone partner in the right sense of mind who feels a singular person? If una send a judge, so just say Kate Sullivan court. If una still argue say a judge, I wanna feel say a singular person go can Sierra Leone and overturn an election just by herself and remove Mother Bill and put Samura. How is that possible? In normal sense. So this is a clear example I'm not going to say. If ECOWAS not get the power for come and remove and replace Sam, one of his say Kate Sullivan, an election expert, who not claim for be a judge. You know, all these things Dr. Samura may know about. So it's now in the bar for me up to this point why Dr. Samura in his speech he says not talk anything that has to do with Kate Sullivan. And in his defense, I go outrightly say one day to the Dr. Samura not talk about Kate Sullivan and call him a judge. 19 and the rest of the bloggers them that they mislead the general public say this woman a judge. But Dr. Samura knew say the woman come in as an electoral expert. And he also knows say the woman not get no bearing for overturn any decision making with the tripartite finance. Because a defeat PM in time done, he return back. So I don't say beaucoup people go still get there in doubts. Even way I don't outline so many facts in me use them. But people that still go question. And because people in Africa, they're so gullible for believe what in politicians, then they talk. But for put this matter into rest at the time and now categorically clear say that woman is not a judge. I don't cite a very good example. Whether they think outside the box, or understand clearly where they come from. So that day go bring me come to the point where I will discuss Dr. Samura's speech. When I listened to Dr. Samura talk, I was highly disappointed. Despite the fact I hear beaucoup people in can talk say, oh, a great speech, he talk like a leader. I go like for ask what's in new panel speech there. Waiting actually new panel speech, not in other way new panel speech there. And what time they expect Dr. Samura would do at that point was to take a position, which he always don't refuse to do. Dr. Samura don't ever take a position in his speech. He don't ever tell we what he want to do and what to for do. Matter of fact, at the end of his speech, he did tell we for be calm. If I take an extract out of his speech, he talk about say what happened 2023 election. If the one inside APC where they prepare themselves for 2028, they feel say the ECSL go do anything different. Well, he don't think so. Basically, that's what he was trying to say. What is more disappointing is the tripartite team was set. Say them findings them I forgot to do electoral reforms. But make sure say what happened 2023 not happen 2028. So if Dr. Samura Kamara in speech, he say otherwise, the try for tell say well, what happened 2023 will happen again 2028, based on the fact that he not believe say anything will change. It is actually disappointing. Then what's the point of tripartite? If not that way in feel, waiting at the point of tripartite. In other words, somebody else go look and say, no, not to that I mean. They try for say if we not fit now and change anything, 2028 it will be the same result. But if that self mean, would that supposed to lead this fight? Not to in presidency this in Cheikoko. Because Cheikoko we know say he not set game from the onset, he not to mumu. And we go pray for Allah continue for being mumu to continue past 2028 and further down. So your political career is always over. But so we go focus on Dr. Samura. Because a lot when we see by Dr. Samura, he refuse to accept a mistake. He refuse to apologize to the people of this country. He refuse to speak directly the truth to the people of Sierra Leone. He keep the blame everybody else. He don't want to take responsibility of his own actions. Because Dr. Samura's actions not lead to so. Somebody will say, why Tolu say so? Because this man, we all know so 2 or 3 heads is better than 1. But Dr. Samura, now in one game they go. Every 2 years, the American ambassador, we American ambassador, and then 1 game they go. So nobody don't know what he immediately go do, what he was said, and what he can't tell. We never talk to anybody. He says self-isolate everybody. But he just keep the blame everybody. In as much as the tripartite team come, we all see what he didn't do. We all know the great work we didn't put. But towards the 11th hour, Dr. Samura and campaign team shift a blame game. 2 important issues them. They will highlight. We raise with eyebrows. We begin, you want almost bring a doubt. In fact, they bring a doubt to the tripartite team, their credibility. 1, they can't lie, say, the bloggers, they can't lie, say, Pamika don't take bribe, you don't bribe Dr. Kamara, Richard Conte, and others. They go meet. We bring to the point where in Richard Conte may come, he can't even talk Usa Emede. We not see Dr. Samura Kamara debunk that. Then I come back and tell people and say, no, even if Pamika was chairman of APC, call people them out for go meet at the tripartite team. Now he right. Now he right for do so. The second incident was when we co-chair Dr. Mara asked for a recount. And we get to understand, say, every of the blogger that really support Dr. Samura come back and can't jump on him. They say all kinds of things about his character. We not see Dr. Samura even tweet or come back into them people at the defense. You know, if you team, you don't send certain individuals them when you entrust for go work for you. I believe say you for trust the decision making skills as well. So now they begin raise some of you with eyebrows say, why the silence? Why all of a sudden Dr. Samura and campaign team they begin to shift blame to people when he not they take the responsibility, especially me, where they get more information directly from the West. Most of the people ask me say, why Tolu change him? They support Dr. Samura. Well, these are some of the reasons. Because when I find out all these things that I already know that he knew, why you not come out and take a position when the moral guarantors, the international committees, all of them were present? And I was made to understand, say, they may prep them, the speech when they prep with, not only speech, you go talk in the State House. Now, waiting, saying the right gear, now you talk in the State House. And up to this day, you know, we can tell we anything the position we take for in presidency. So nobody know they will can gladly for say, oh, well, Dr. Samura can't talk this kind of talk here. We don't hype in base. Because even in the presence of the international partners, the moral guarantors and all that, it still appeal to what the matter they want. He talk about national unity. All the atrocities, the human rights abuses, everything matter don't cause in our country. Nothing was mentioned. Even the people who lost their lives, people who lost their homes, people who did imprisonment. Nothing Dr. Samura don't talk about. So una way ask me say why I change, why I not for change. Me not constant na my position. I don't tell una say repeatedly say the truth that me stand for na APC. And nobody not to sacred card way I not for criticize when I know and I get me fact. If I get me fact, I get for criticize them. Madam Bio was well prepared for this. The reason make I say he was well prepared, even the lobbyist team, where after make a lot of appeal to Dr. Samura campaign team, of course, they find out, Miss Sources and tell me say they find out they may get a lobbyist group where he lobby to within this back term for work for. And una believe me or not why they say this. Madam Bio even compromised Dr. Samura in your lobbyist team as well. It questioned me how Madam Bio know the lobby farm way Dr. Samura use, how we get this information. Where is the leaks within Samura in camp? One thing I observed by Dr. Samura in camp, with the exception of in team within a diaspora, I go name few names. If I miss anybody, not sorry me. Andrew Kamara, Amami Issa Alke, Perspective Scope, and Usman Conte. Those are the people who CC mean they promote an agenda with all seriousness. I don't know about anyone in Sierra Leone, and una pardon me if I make a mistake. But most of in team in Sierra Leone and bloggers them, they may give out a lot of misleading informations. Very, very untrue information of them. Because from all the election that happened last year, June, up to this date, they still mislead the general public. You cannot idolize somebody so bad to a point that when not even a lie, convince a lie for people and for still believe, up to this day, people still believe say they can't remove Madam Bio Monday, which is very, very impossible. It is untrue. Me own auntie way I don't talk about so many times in home you use them. Call me back last week. They tell me say by Monday they can't pull Madam Bio. Tuesday somewhere they swear in as new president. Me now they can't disgrace me, them blog at them. I may get for laugh. Because this is how much people believe in Dr. Samura's. This is how much people believe in this misleading information where they continue for going on social media. Let me cite one good example. America also lives so. America will never, ever mess with North Korea. You know why? Because America know quite well say North Korea get a nuclear weapon. And they're ready for use that nuclear weapon at any given time they feel threat. They don't mind if that could be the end of the world or half of the world could be destroyed. So America knowing that fact, America not go ever mess with North Korea. And it is why they say so. Dr. Samura at one point and up to this point, I believe say get a nuclear weapon as well. Other than the nuclear weapon, what they refer to? I refer to the public, the general public of that country. Not to APC people don't want to see Madam Bio in power no more. We get SCPP people, they're different from power. We get Sierra Leoneans that we don't sick and tired of this man in nuisance behavior as president, Banana country. We want to see him out. Because the day Dr. Samura they decide for use the nuclear weapon, we are the human resources, the people of that country. Trust me, Madam Bio in talks and they get no side for the inside that country or outside that country. But the refusal of Dr. Samura from the time where he began that 72-hour period, he come back and eat in war, they say let people and go home. To this present day, he has never took a position if I begin raise people and questioning about his leadership skills. But in team very quick for blame everybody else. Tida will come to Paminkalu in defense the chairman. Everybody don't hear me where I don't attack Paminkalu and others for Dr. Samura. And everybody don't hear me why I don't talk about Paminkalu after bad games them. But believe me or not, towards the end, everybody was working with him. Why were them they work with Dr. Samura? He not use that moment for bring the party together, knowing quite well for say he need the party for deal with him. for any other position he could get for take. Because him as the presidential candidate, he get for need the party for rally behind him very, very strongly. But at the time back, the blogger them, Dr. Samura blogger them, they come with more lies. They can create more lies, more problem. And then let's tell you why he talks so presently now. I made to understand, say, Paminkalu not the picking phone calls. And now, instead not me the pick Paminkalu in phone calls today, where me don't isolate the entire team. As a leader, we don't cite that same example here. President Kuma, instead self me meet get the same problem where he will be president. But he work in type of fun ways of work with say Kamara and others. You know, this is where I make a definition of say arrogance meets pettiness in APC politics. The foolishness that APC and the seriousness is just the very, very serious inside this APC party. You know, in last and Adubia with Secretary General in defense, why on earth? You know, when I read audio, when the bloggers they send around, because then I lie now, they lie. They are see last and 4 people come back, they can't respond. It help. I wonder how APC don't resort themselves to big food business. Sorry for say. Because these are the most useless things that go on APC right now when we don't understand. Because when you listen to the audio, you don't know saying a lie. Like a big lie. The American ambassador then claims say the American ambassador called APC executive into a meeting and tell us let's go discuss the issue for Iran. And last I say, well, we don't want to move Iran. We forfeit this election now. Now, no pause right there. Let we talk like that and get sense small. So last time I do be we no one as a presidential candidate. Which rights first in get for even speak on Dr. Samura Young presence? That are 1. 2, Dr. Samura was present. So why Dr. Samura now when at the presidential candidate not even speak for himself or stop last now? Or not can say na so last and say why not blogger they get for talk up? And 3, we all know here now that the entire country where the American ambassador we don't come public you say they don't get provision for a real one. They don't take a position. So how is even that even possible for go call meeting for say local discuss issue for a real one? It don't make no sense. But also can even upset me more. Now last time I do me and I for come back again for can debunk that kind of lie. When anybody will get sense though, you know, say now lie, then blogger was just want to seek relevant. But of them no for shut up. I mean don't tell them say we don't get nothing for talk, let them shut up. But they don't use for shut up because they want to get relevance. They always they manufacture their own lie. Or whosoever politician they feed their lie, they get for kind of social media for keep themselves, the bogus crowd and they get entertained. How on earth that didn't even make no sense? This is the new APC. This is the new APC. Just they drag themselves into big fool. The thing that matters the most, APC know the address them. What we need for address, we know the address them. We don't refocus with energy now to them. They're sycophant bloggers here. We not get no sense about how political structure work. They not get no discipline. That they come out, but they can't talk with no make sense. And we get to executive, for God's sake, they can't respond to their social media. They give them back the kind of relevance where they needed. This is not thing where it take a black and white for no. Now because the people are all Dr. Samura, people their attention have been focused on this tripartite result. You team and you know one day take a position. This public talk we can talk to the last time. Why not do a press conference, a live? Can't take questions them. Talk to people, answer questions them to people. Instead, you do a video about recording, and you even do it without the consent of the party. All this game where they play now, you they isolate yourself from the party, but you give the general perspective to the public and say the party no one work with you. Now you not the problem right now inside APC, Dr. Samura, because I said it before, you have been compromised. Not to say you take money, and the day one don't say you take money at the talker. You have been compromised and promised for 2028. The same deal they give Cherikoko, the same deal they give Ebomikalu. All they betray the trust of the people, the voters them. All they betray the trust of the people who have lost their life. All they betray the trust of the people who have lost their homes. All they betray the trust of the people who have lost their jobs, who not get living again in this country. Apart from all, they result the APC to zero intelligence. Zero, like I say, people don't know the party anymore where they think smart. Dr. Samura, this now your presidency. If you not able man up and take the sole responsibility of anything where then happen, then guess what? You have failed us. You have failed us, period. If nobody not tell you this, me, Eunice Atulu Conte, I they tell you this, sir. Imagine your lobbyist group where you go get, Madam you go back and compromise your lobbyist group. Can you imagine? Everything you acted solo. We know one day see a joint press statement or press release from you and you run it. How na feel say if we not fit to win now, we the trust to na 2028 follow na Khalid again. How is that possible? How is that possible? So this could bring me to where I go talk about the way forward. Comrades, now listen me carefully. You know, the chapter end with 80 recommendations, okay? The divergent issues, them, way more important to me. One, what I will talk about, the issues of a rerun. Where Dr. Samura indicated say they for put on there. Now the issues they did. Obviously, we don't expect the SLPP for agree. We don't go ever expect them for agree, right? So we don't the international committee, they don't take a position. The spokesman with the American ambassador don't tell we publicly back say they don't get no provision for rerun. So now the third party into this agreement now the APC. But before I can touch one side, we're very, very important. In as much as I dislike SIBA, where the information minister of SLPP, I listened to him video we make recently. It make a lot of sense. Now listen me carefully. Because me, I not only criticize, I give a solution. And I hope everybody listen to this very, very carefully. SIBA come and point out some pointers, they're very, very critical. He said the tripartite team was born, they get the implementation, the everything, the recommendations. Dr. Samura and team read through it. The APC party, they look through them, then sign them. And in front of everybody who come, the witnesses, them, the international party, committee, and the moral guarantors, all of them, Dr. Samura, if he gets anything for say, he not talk Canada in a state house. He went after, he can't do a video recording where he talked something totally different. In his own view, he say, Dr. Samura, they try for insight. I want to know something. And Sierra Leonean, una mark this day why they tell us this. APC, the reason make I tell us una nigga get a way forward, we need to get a solid position. Now, I go tell you exactly what the SLPP plan for do. SLPP as I speak right now as I speak, the NEPA again, the dirty game, the NEPA work the case for Dr. Samura where they get. They try for bringing that case they up for car arrest. And this trip here, they try for jail. Not only they stop home. So I don't want anybody in the APC celebrate because what's in a matter being planned have cripple the APC. They never go against Boko of Funa when they get case file where they can arrest. The majority of Funa, most of Funa, they plan for cases on houses them. And the one way they know for touch, they go to get for use Alpha Can and Silver Blind them for go begin with them a net, they give them money for talk to them. So these are all part of the 30 years plan. So somebody go sit down that you want to celebrate, say, oh, they call Dr. Samura, they call a few people at APC, me, they get chance. No. Because let not sit down, they can't take one per week. We say because now this post here, not to me. They will come back and take the second people. Anything what matter be able to do, they detest what time. So APC, I want the people of Sierra Leone for me witness. Where are the can't tell the way forward and what do we need for do. Now that if you listen the briefing today in the United Nations yesterday, they talk about the chapter finding, they talk about the recommendation, the agreement of government of national unity, where we not spoke about long time ago where people they deny me. They also talk about the issue of the rerun. But there's a technicality there. There is no time limit. So for put a stop to this matter in madness, Dr. Samura, This is where you get for man up and take your leadership role, sir, with all due respect. Papa Minkelu, this is where you get for stop the pettiness where they right now. Say, you know, they pick me call, me say they pick me call. And all this work on a day power, they go and get they go and contact chairman and behind closed door for them begin support to now. All this is unnecessary. Because if they were to destroy the APC, the people of that country, the APC supporter, they get for come after, una always don't mislead them. And me go lead that crusade. So what do we need for do now? This is not time for act, but we have to act as a team of we, not I. Una stop the pointing finger game. Una only for man up, una can't assume position for say una want lead this party. They no go force una. Now me can't say una can work for APC. Like remind una, because these are the only advice why they gonna and are the best advice this. I make a stress on them first. I wanted the general public of that country they bear me witness as today the 13th why they gonna the best advice where the party need for work on. So last time Dumbia, you should get a role for play. The time we get to go respond to bloggers that will not make sense. This is the time una need for put heads together. Una all me not sell way out. I don't care in which way. We get the one that will take money, everybody. We'll get the one that will two cases. We get the one that will just compromise for next year. We get the one that will still hold grudges. All this division day because una all want be president. Nobody no one yield for a company. Now they this problem they the APC. And the last two is una need to talk to ourselves. Everybody don't get a different camp, so many factional group. All man they look at your interest. If una not put away this selfish interest, we come back and unify behind this suggestion why they can make. Una believe me, when I get being carved on one for one, I go make audio again for remind you now. So what I say is the position where APC need there is una the big one all get for put aside una differences. Una need for give a time limit to the rerun because it was submitted by the recommendation. So una sign upload Mother Bio. Now we'll get that country, they not to Mother Bio get them. Not to Mother Bio get salon, now we all get salon. So from now to August for be the deadline. We want for tell international committee say from now to August we need for address the issue of a rerun. So una all need for come together. Say if August pass, the issue of the rerun not address, will they put people in a do. And let me remind you again, the international committee, you know, let's make one good example, let people understand them. Like a court process, where two parents them, they may love themselves, they get problem, but they get picking. They go to court, they don't divorce, but they want custody of the picking. The court always get for look at one of the parents, the way they do well, we get the best interest of the picking, and they go give. So this example is cited to like how the international committee they work. When they come inside una country, they get for look of the best interest, they get for say the interest for inside peace and stability day. But if chaos is inside the country, now order of the lesser evil, now they pick. Let me remind you, say this international committee, they know pass with, they know matter be all the human rights atrocities, all the human rights abuses, them they know of them. Now, because we APCs keep them maintaining peace, why matter be able to maintain the peace, and we not go and then we know they expect them to act for we. Even inside the ECOWAS law, he say if an instability inside the country, then they give ECOMOC the reason for inside the country. So Madabio in diabolic plan now, not only for put the court case past Dr. Samura and go after more, they plan for jail Boku big one in the APC, seize Boku big one was cripple financially, so they will begin sponsor now. That will be the first death of APC. That they plan. We all see how they manufacture life at Dr. Alex Bayakoma. Whether I like Ibiko, whether I dislike Ibiko, everybody can agree for say in or the Paku. But when I see how they put case plan, because they know say now in one of the strongest pillar, forget out of the country. They know say after they not come out, the rest of Funa they falling because Boko Funa don't sell game. So we don't care again what him matter be get for can expose. We all don't know. What we need for do now for take a position. Salon people will not be a witness. the APC need for take a position. So Minkela and others, Dr. Samura, una all need for put our differences aside for God's sake. We not care about who that right, who that wrong at this time. We care for maintain the legacy of APC. And we want to make sure see matter bio not continue this time in order it. So una put our differences aside. And una call a press conference party with every the MP, everybody. And una even self threat say after August, if the issue of the reward no address, una they remove back una parliamentarian. This is a PR system. Una they remove back the parliamentarians off parliament. We have to take a position, and also una tell the police and the military and the judiciary say if they involve back, if they invite one of una after August for go back na police station. You see bad on me talk about incitement. Una for the pick out and guard the campus, the test water. If they invite one pounder, una they call una people of come out. Now all man they go na police station. All man go, all man come. Never be all APC the formation now. All man go, all man come. If they try to talk somewhere, all man get for go. The entire executive, MP, everybody, law, everybody. In Angela, all man go inside the cell. If the people that come on a turn, people for come, then can all man go inside CID. And the man they come, let them go after them back. The international committee go involve. We get for put a deadline for August. Because both parties don't win the election, we don't talk about. So there should be a rerun. We don't can allow somebody for thief election there, it can't stay in the power. But if we not fail for take this way forward, we're gonna so I'm afraid. What you go happen next? And tell madam you talk. And me message them. Me they talk for relevancy. And I don't want a mistake. So I hope say una the big one them now, una begin accept una cell phone calls them. Una forget about this childish pettiness and they call it traditional they pick up. Usually they come in and they pick up. We need to put aside. And we need to deal with that. If I reach I go come into the Toulouse column. You know, Toulouse column today I want to talk about cash box. You know, see what among them, I think say with the deceive self na social media. I never met Cashbox. I don't hear for years. And I still believe saying I'm a very intelligent man, but I was highly disappointed. You know, I listen Cashbox here, they talk about Dr. Mara in Gal Pekin. Come on, man. Cashbox for somebody who don't live overseas. I believe you don't live overseas very, very long time. If you know quite well, say in politics, somebody in family is out of it. The example we cite, it just show some kind of deep hate you carry for Dr. Mara. Because we don't see politicians picking away overseas because of money or fame. They lavish their life. And Dr. Mara in Pekin, Dr. Mara, we don't live in London since the 90s. And if we get in Gal Pekin for graduates as a medical doctor, when I big thing for salon, if you even talk to yourself, you hope say Mara go even convince Pekin to go practice medicine at salon, even when health people they temporarily so the government. I for me totally agree with you. But for talk about Yake, what you talk so me no want to repeat yourself. But for talk about what you talk about somebody in Pekin, how you go feel if somebody refer that to your family? We might not use them HNS for other politicians if we can begin attack some decent politicians. Them. We all know say una say get favors of politicians the one and they support in the past. Inside APC or any other party, NGC or any other party. You go wish that by anybody else your own Pekin after I graduate. I mean, I'm highly disappointed for somebody so sound educated. I mean, you're not professional, man. I'm disappointed. Hey, me, I like to call things out. If you want to come after me, I mean, the ball is in your court. But I believe say beaucoup Sierra Leoneans will share the same sentiment after they listen to you. You know, these are the same man you claim say you may talk to today. You may engage her. You believe in her at one point. When Allah will left this backstabbing in Sierra Leone, when Allah left this syndrome. If you criticize Mara 1 million times and you're right, I go support you. Because me, the betterment of that country they want. I can't the last time we criticize her wrongly, I make a correction, and now you come with a punchline, can't talk about my daughter. How come you don't even congratulate that young people for graduate at that time? You know what's girl picking in there, this country where they go astray? You know, most politicians picking they don't come up bad, even though we know we shall for them. He must be, I mean, but just think about it. The issue of Salo, we all know, I know we'll call him no more because that's not my character. But see, a lot of politicians picking and we don't come up bad. For see a man like Samura Kamara, he don't pick it come up good. They use the wish they say they can't tell. I mean, if something not there for say into una discussion and una make audio, I don't feel say you for can attack that man in picking. It's very, very wrong. You actually need to send an apology. I'm not saying as some cocky, arrogant guy. You feel say you're always right. You always feel say you know book pass all man. But you una get for slim and down, bro. Una get for slim and down. Real talk. Una get for the slim and down. You can't attack somebody in family like that. Wives and kids are off limit. You should know that. You live overseas. Now Africa they get that barbaric behavior. They go and misbehave. They cause mama, cause papa, cause wife, cause pikin. You don't get for nice for do. They left the politician. But you supposed to know that you don't live overseas for a while. I mean, if you hate the man, you right. If you don't like the man, you don't like the man. Nobody know deny that fact today. Everybody get choice in life for like somebody and don't like somebody. But saying so much about that man picky, come on, me man, you went too low. I believe say even you man Ibrahim, Ibrahim about look get conscious. I don't feel say Ibrahim will even support you for this. I don't even believe say by now, even you, after you listen to your audio, you self, I believe say one or two of your friends they're gonna call you say, hey, boy, me man, you went. I mean, honestly speaking, you went too far. That's not your position. Me not go speak ill of anybody in Peking or talk about your wife. When I see now way you could go send him about the mouthpiece for can't cost me, mama, threaten me life. I was just disappointed. But we get forget some decency in things we do. So if I don't know with Cashbox, to look column today, I'll talk to Jibril Bangua. Jibril Bangua, I listen to you now, Talking Point Radio. You see, Jibril, sometimes in life, my man, you see, beaucoup talk, find purpose. I don't know how long you don't do on social media, but your kind of politics and my kind of politics is totally different. Made me commitment to APC. I'm a founding member in America now, from 2006. It's a fact. The new APC, how them the former now, turn as who said the former now. And I don't work very, very hard for this party. And I don't go let the fact that you one can take away that me right today. You see, young politics they follow you now for make cartoon, put your position in the left and face the picking and the man put political cost, make cause this and that. That's what you guys want to do. Me not get deep at that style. If I talk something you don't know, no can tell me say na boku talk adipa. Everything I don't say na fact. You the APC way you make me for so. Even why yourself you not join the chapter day. Or why away this so you not join the chapter day. You know they paid yourself. You know they travel. You know go no sign. You know support the APC. So when I own APC now for social media no more. So I not can make for understand how we die them where they spend real money, they travel, they promote the APC worldwide. When we talk something, if you don't know what I talk, you not get you fact, go talk your own talk. Now go there na national radio, go begin to criticize me, talk about me when you don't even know me. If me you don't see na two things at this world. 2018, when I went to Ohio for visit Abbas and talk about the APC youth chapter day after I lost the election, after the SLP the border you go you do refresh them, you put camera in the house, I visit you, talk briefly. And then I see you in New Jersey. That's about it. No sign all day from APC don't carry in existence. Why don't see you they participate by APC business? They can't they participate by South America. So I hate the fact that I like to go back and forth about people or give people that relevance they call in Pamiodio. But what you talk now when I talking points, everything me talk now factual. Everything what I say Pamiodio, what I don't say is a fact. And Dr. Sama knows that. So I just want to caution you, Bomi man. You can go there and talk your show and I want to gain attention. I get invited to all these shows. But my own paramount concern was for focus on my party. APC had a lot to do. We get a lot of fixing. That they me focus. Me not there for to go and take interviews, go on a show, they talk about other people. No. If I never clean my house, I know for go clean SLPP. I never left for go talk about APC will get beaucoup problem. I go talk about SLPP. Where the same problem where SLPP the culture put in the country. The tribalism, the segregation, the pull dancing, all the way they do so, apart from killing. It is APC right now. It is APC. So let me claim my house first before I go turn my lenses to SLPP. So if I reach here at Jibril, no caution how they talk. Yeah? Me not get time for to go back and forth about tonight. Your kind of politics for cause, cartoon, do that. You do what you do. So no can worry about me, yeah? Please. So if I reach here, I go stop here. This is not Unisat to look content or say or why.